What's up, YouTube? If you're watching this right now, you most likely missed the Twitch stream. First and foremost, subscribe to the channel right now. You know what I'm saying? It only takes 3 seconds. And in the description will be the Twitch. Come over there and drop me a follow, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Okay, all right, chat. This video is called "The Saweetie Allegations Are Wild." Now, I haven't paid too much attention into the allegations, but chat, they saying that she's an escort. And if you're 5 years old and you don't know what an escort is, it means that you are selling that body for money, okay? And I ain't gonna lie, Saweetie is tea. Saweetie is tea like Boston. So maybe she's doing that to get her chips up. I don't know. We're gonna watch the story. Remember, there's allegations. Let's tap in though.
It's a story involving rapper Saweetie getting exposed by her former road manager, who basically accused her of moving like an escort. I'm sure a lot of people recognize the name, or at least the face. Saweetie got it popping back in 2017.
Bro, tell me why my sister tried to argue with me that her name is Saweetie. Bro, what? Like, that don't even make sense.
With her breakout song Icy Girl. After that, she had a few big hits and a very public relationship with the rapper Quavo. But even though her music pushed her to the top, a lot of the conversations around her career has always been about her image, her relationship.
Bro, when's the last time she even dropped a song, bro? How do you spell her name? Oh, here we go. When's the last time she even dropped a song, bro? Because she was hard, gang. I'm not gonna lie, she was hard. This little Icy John, that shit was tough. Oh, she dropped recently. Okay.
Relationships and whether the fame was built on more than just the music. Now let's get into this particular story. A few days ago, a woman who goes by the name of Maybach May, who claimed to be Saweetie's former road manager, went viral after posting a series of social media posts accusing Saweetie of exploiting her current boyfriend, which is footballer Jadon Sancho, for money. Basically, she claimed that she was the one who arranged Saweetie's trip to London, where she met Jadon. Some of y'all might recognize the name or face.
Never seen that man before.
Sancho is a very famous 25-year-old English footballer.
You are not Messi.
Soccer player, like Americans would say, who plays for Aston Villa.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God, I'm so glad he inserted that clip. Bro, some of Saweetie's meals be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, I know her farts stink, bro. I know they do, bro. Y'all be seeing some of the shit that she eats, gang? Oh my God, I'm so... No. That's the real problem. Her diet. Her diet is the problem, bro. Who cares what she do with her body, bro? It's the thing she puts into her body, bro. What is this? Hot Cheetos and cup soup, bro. But what is this? A burger, and it looks like a bunch of in there, bro. This was her McDonald's meal. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, McDonald's is bad in itself, so whatever, bro. Yo, she had this one meal. It was so disgusting. I wish I could find it, bro. I don't think Google's gonna have it, bro. Oh my God, TJ, what was it, bro? She had this one meal. It was so disgusting, bro. Made me sick to my stomach. And I'm a nasty eater. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'll mix a glizzy and chop it up and, like, I don't know, put it on a stick and then, like, put marshmallows on it or some shit, bro. Oh, I can't find it, bro. She had this. Oh my God, I'm gonna be so mad. I can't find it. I'm gonna do my research tonight and it's gonna be on stream tomorrow, bro.
The Premier League. Saweetie and Jadon first linked up back in January 2025 following her visit to Chelsea FC's home stadium,
that shit was
Bridge,
so disgusting,
back when
bro.
Jadon was playing there for one season on a loan. That trip ended up being a turning point because, according to Saweetie's former road manager, that's where the story started. Now, Miss Maybach May put up a few posts, but the most prominent one was a screenshot of what she claimed was a text conversation between her and Saweetie. And in those messages, Saweetie was allegedly making an inquiry about Jadon Sancho, basically asking, you know, how much money could I run up if I ended up getting with this guy?
Oh my goodness, bro. I hate when they interrupt me, bro. All right, thanks. Fuck, bro. I know you see that. I know they see that big ass sign on the fucking door, bro.
The most talked about parts of these allegations. This text that the ex-manager claimed came from Saweetie herself, and the message said, when bitches run it up on Jadon, how much they do in a weekend.
Oh,
so that line
shit.
alone had people online losing their minds, because if that text is real, it sounds like she's asking, how much are other women making off of him, almost like she's comparing
Oh,
rates.
shit.
And that's what made this whole situation spiral, because it doesn't just sound messy, it sounds very transactional. And this is important because this is not the first time Saweetie has been accused of this type
Wait. So Saweetie and Jaden are together? Like they're in a relationship, or is it just like this one time thing? Cause he said a boyfriend. That doesn't sound very boyfriendy. Unless she coming off a back. Saweetie, you gotta go to the NBA, niggas. That's where the money at, bro. Saweetie, you know Anthony Edwards? I'm telling you, I know it's some nigga. Saweetie, you ever heard of Jordan Poole? Sweetie, Zion Williamson. Oh, Saweetie, listen to me, honey. You get a car, a house, some land, like a business. He'll get you anything, all right? Saweetie, Zion Williamson, power forward for New Orleans Pelicans. He wears number 1, okay? The only thing you might have to worry about is his shape. You know what I'm saying? And I know the shit that you be cooking, he might actually eat it. So, perfect match, bro. I'll link you two up later, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
thing. Over the years, there's been quiet talk, rumors, gossip, whatever you want to call it, through the grapevine about her using relationships as a business move. Now, this is kind of when it starts.
I know Zion to eat the Cheetos and McDonald's
people
burger.
begin throwing around words like selling the pum pum or escorting, which basically is a very serious accusation.
Bro, it's a prostitute, bro. I don't know why the world got so soft, nigga. It's a prostitute, bro. When did those words become censored, bro? Nigga, just say it. Just say it.
I remember how back in 2022, a little over a year after her breakup with Quavo, he seemingly called her out on the song Messy with the late Takeoff. Rest in peace to Takeoff. On
Please
that
don't play
record,
the song because Quavo's ass.
BITCH, after my dog behind my back, but I ain't stressing. And at the time, everybody knew who the dog was rumored to be. It was Offset. And that lyric right there came right after online rumors started spreading online that
Bro, I would even look at my man's girl, bro. Like that is so crazy, bro. Nigga. As much as I love Lotto, bro. Let's say Lotto was dating my day one, bro. Nigga, I wouldn't even look at Lotto anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that is off limits, gang. Like that's so crazy to me that niggas be moving like that. That is so crazy to do. Bro, as much as my nigga TJ loved Coyle Ray, if Coyle Ray was his boo, bro, nigga, I wouldn't even look at her. Nigga, I would unfollow her on Instagram. Every time she throwing that little ass, I'd be disgusted. I'd be like, ugh. Look at her.
And Offset had hooked up behind Quavo's back, which allegedly is what started the beef between the two members of the Migos, who are the only two ones left. Saweetie never confirmed it, neither did Offset. However, Offset did years later. Recently, actually, he denied that. But that moment definitely changed how a lot of people started looking at Saweetie. So now with these new allegations from her former road manager, people are revisiting that old situation, not because the stories are, the same, but because they both paint a picture of how Saweetie moves when it comes to men with status and power, right? Now, her former road manager put up a few other posts, and one of the most notable ones is where she referred to Jadon Sancho as a client. I want to make one thing clear.
No, I'll read it. I want to make one thing clear. I booked her for an appearance to visit the Chelsea Stadium and support the soccer team, as my last post shows. Instead of paying me, she fell in love with the client and told him not to pay me. I was a road manager with her, getting her deals. I was solid to this girl. She got what she wanted and never paid me. Simple. I want my money. Okay.
I booked her for an appearance to visit and told him not to pay me and never paid me. Simple. I want my money.
Imagine being able to build an...
Imagine if I didn't get any ads, bro. Yo, you know what's crazy? Like, people on Twitch watching me right now and they getting ads, bro. Like, that's crazy. Okay, I'm sorry.
She claimed she was actually the one who arranged for Saweetie and Jaden to link up, but according to her, things didn't go as planned. And in reality, at least based on what the,
Yes. Bro, I know everybody sees that big ass sign on the door that says I'm streaming. Just leave me alone. Just please leave me alone. Just please.
road manager is saying, the whole plan was for Saweetie to get together with Jaden and he would trick on her. Okay, meaning he'd spend money on her, buy gifts, fly her out.
Bro, do women like do women artists not make money? Cause I feel like this is a very common theme. Like, you know how men be like, I made so much money off rap, I just got my Maybach wrapped. I walk into Saks, I don't even check the price. I go to the cashier, tell her you could charge me twice. And women only talk about tricking, like, or getting tricked on. Do they not make any money? It's either they're lying or the men are lying. Within the music industry, it's either the women are lying or the men are lying. Cause something not right. Y'all both rapping, and it's not like the women don't have an audience. Nigga, they got an audience.
Take care of her financially in exchange for her time and attention. Basically, paying for the boom boom, right? But instead of keeping a business, Saweetie allegedly, fell in love with a guy, and that's what Miss.
That's the most Disney Channel thing. Like you were sent there to destroy them and their family and act like you like them or something, and then you just reveal your whole plan and you be like, hold on, wait. this literally how it go, right? So the op is beefing with a girl, right? And then the op sends a boy that girl's way to mess with her and embarrass her, right? And then the boy actually falls in love with the girl. And then when she finds out that the op sent the boy, she be like, so none of this was real? You only did this because Chelsea told you to do it? And he's like, no, it's not like that. Well, at first I did, but I got to know you and I really like you. And she's like, really? This is literally what this is, bro. That's literally what that is, gay.
Is claiming. So that's when, this whole story turned from just messy into something way more serious. I'll tell a joke, but I ain't never told a lie.
I'll tell a joke, but I never told a lie. Okay, first of all, the correct grammar is I'll tell a joke, but I've never told a lie. It's I ain't never. No, it's not I ain't never. Okay. I sent you to Dubai because you never balled before and were depressed, okay? And was depressed looking for a happy life, took you to London, babes, took you to Nigeria, booked you on an Australian tour. I helped this girl so much only for her to play with my money, and at the end of what I was just missing my money from London pay, blah blah blah. Okay.
I sent you to dupes, took you to money at the rest of the services, okay? Like 50 cents, she wanted her goddamn money. Now, some people might call that matchmaking or management, but depending on how you look at it, if what this woman is saying is actually true, that starts crossing into something way darker, because what she's describing sounds a lot like what they call procure. Because what she's describing sounds a lot like procuring, which by definition is when someone arranges or facilitates sexual encounters for money.
Prostitution? Like, come on, bro. Why we getting so soft?
Known as pimping
it's
or
a
being
word.
A madame, which falls under sex trafficking laws in the United States and most other countries. So if, and that's a big if, what she's claiming actually happened, that wouldn't just be messy, that would be a crime. But again, these are just allegations. None of this has been confirmed, and Saweetie hasn't, publicly spoken about this. Of course, she's not going to publicly say anything. I just don't know how smart it is for the ex-manager to even put this out there publicly for a few reasons. Number one, I don't know if this is how she makes her money, but if it is, this move could seriously hurt her business, because anyone with money or status is going to look at this and think, yeah, I'm not working with someone who's exposing private stuff like that. And number two, if there's even a little truth to what she's saying, she might have actually put herself in danger, because when you start talking about flying people around for things like that, it can get the authorities involved real quick. I mean, that's not just drama anymore. That's the kind of thing that can turn into a real investigation. So honestly, she might have exposed herself too while trying to expose Saweetie, because if this ever gets to the point where the FBI, whoever starts, looking into it,
bro, they don't care
Saweetie
enough for that, bro.
Flip it into,
bro, this is a black people conversation, bro. It'll blow over like 2 weeks. Like, the FBI is not getting involved, gay.
That, hey, I was being.
This is a black Twitter conversation.
The manager was the one who was trying to set her up, and just like that, Saweetie gets the get out of jail free card, right? But that's beside the point. This type of thing isn't very rare in the entertainment world. Obviously, none of this is confirmed. These are all allegations.
She's not going to speak on it, bro.
That's exactly how we're labeling it for now. The Saweetie allegations.
Dude, that was a legendary music video. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That Icy girl, Won't stop. Ain't want 10 white on a fake flops. Cause I'm icy, spicy.
A lot of this kind of stuff goes on behind the scenes, right? And it's just that most of the time it never goes to the public. Whether it's certain Instagram models or bottle girls, influencers, once they're connected to the entertainment space, it's a whole different ball game. Because what happens is you start mixing money, fame, and access. That's where the lines
so
get
fired,
blurry.
though, I'm not gonna lie.
Now, whatever you want to say about Saweetie, go ahead. But the truth is, you know, she got money. She's a millionaire. She's not broke. She got money. But that doesn't automatically mean someone can get caught up in a situation like this. Because the truth is, a lot of women who move in these circles, they might have money, but at the same time, they just don't have that kind of money, right? Like, just to give you an idea.
That's all I'm saying. So, nigga, somebody got to be lying, bro. Somebody got to be lying. And I think it's the men. I'm not going to lie. I think it's the men. Because, like... Nah, I'm not going to say that. Let's keep watching.
Jadon Sancho, the young man we talked about who's 25, who plays in the Premier League, he's reportedly making 300,000 British pounds a week. That's almost 400,000 US dollars every single week. So rapper money is very different from athlete, but specifically Premier League money, clearly. So when you're in those circles, when that kind of money's floating around, it's a different ballgame, right? And they don't just deal with random women on the street. They go through people, connections, introductions, recommendations, okay, from inside their little world. So when you see a woman with some kind of, you know, popularity, and I'm not specifically saying Saweetie here, but when you see them with these types of women, these types of guys, they don't.
I think the only female artists who are really, really rich, bro, is Nicki and Cardi. I think when they talk about blowing a bag and not having to check the price, I wholeheartedly believe 1,000% that they could do that. The others, I feel like they just put it in the song, or they might know their limits. You know what I'm saying? Like they might be able to walk into Coach and not check the price because the bag is like $400 and they got that. You know what I'm saying? But they might not be able to go into Balenciaga or Louis and actually just go like this, like just take shit off the rack. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe Cardi and Nicki could do that. And I feel like it's the same with the men. You know what I'm saying? They know they can go into Foot Locker and buy 10 pairs of G Fados. But when they in Balenciaga, when them niggas get the Balenci, they like damn, this 2 pants, like damn. Niggas are itching, bro. When you see a nigga go like this, bro, and put the shoe down, bro, they thinking about it. They think about it because they got it, but they don't really got it. You know what I'm saying?
Or, you know, sex. They're also paying for the drama-free experience that comes with it. They know that if they mess with another woman who doesn't have anything to lose, who isn't established or doesn't have her own name, that can get messy fast. But if the woman already has some kind of platform, status, or reputation, it feels safer to them, right?
That's facts.
She understands discretion, she understands the game, and she's not about to risk everything for attention. That's the mindset a lot of these ultra wealthy guys have. So it's not always about just attraction. It's about control, you know, privacy, and keeping their world clean from unnecessary problems. I mean, we're talking about wealthy CEOs, executives, entrepreneurs, obviously athletes and musicians and stuff like that. And most of the time, these men already have like a main woman or a wife or a long-term partner who's already aware of how things work. So when they do have someone on the side, that's an arrangement, okay? They know that they can just mess around with anyone because one bird-ass bitch can fuck up the whole operation. So that's why a lot of this stuff goes on very quietly through people they trust, introductions, recommendation circles, where everybody already knows the rules, like I said. So that gets into a whole different conversation, one I'm actually working on for a, you know, separate video. But back to Saweetie. Now, it's being alleged that she had multiple trips booked and arranged by this former road manager. The manager claims that they're flying out to all kinds of destinations, Europe, Africa, Australia with the kangaroos and shit, you name it. And according to her, those weren't just regular work trips. She's claiming there was a whole other purpose behind them, which, if true, would completely change how people look at Saweetie's public image. Because even though these kind of...
But like, what? That's her business though, bro. If she want to give up the cat for 5 beans, bro, let her do that. Like, I honestly, bro, I see no issue here, bro. I see it's her pum pum, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, what's the issue? What's the issue, bro? What's the and everybody throwing these allegations. Oh, Saweetie's an escort. Saweetie's an escort. But I don't see nobody dropping any prices. I don't see nobody dropping any prices. Like, if you gonna report on it, at least give all the facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna report on it, give all the facts, bro. How much is she charging? Like, come on, bro. Like, Niggas only care about the tea. They don't care about what if I want to indulge in that, nigga. What if I want to give Saweetie some money? Like, niggas is not giving numerical values, bro, and it's pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie, I've been holding it in. There is about 4 minutes left in this video, and I've been holding it in the whole video, bro. And it don't look like nigga about to drop no prices, bro. Nigga, I need a dollar sign next to how much she wants, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, now I'm getting tight. Bro.
The rumors have been echoing around the industry for years.
Everybody know every rumor except how much it costs, bro. Like, just drop a number, bro. If you don't do that, then I'm not gonna believe the allegations, bro. Like, how much is she charging? Fuck.
Saweetie's always try to play on a certain image, which is like the classy, feminine, and business savvy look, right? Or classy, I would say early on in her career. Later on, she just said fuck it, right? So the Icy Girl brand that she built early on, it was about luxury, confidence, and independence. But at the same time, the way she's moved outside of that brand has often been the complete opposite. Like a few years ago, she went viral due to this Instagram live she put up where she was telling women, if he's not buying you a Birkin bag or paying your bills, throw that nigga back to the streets.
Oh, and all the bird brain bitches really fell for that shit too, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like, you just had a girl working at Chick-fil-A argue with her boyfriend that's working at Walmart because the nigga can't get her a Birkin, bro. You just had a girl working at JCPenney's get on her man who's working on Amazon because the nigga wouldn't pay her bills, bro. Bro, oh my god, bro. Bird brain bitches, bro. And they all flock together, gang. They all flock together. Yo, y'all remember that thing that was going around where, like, Quavo slid into her DMs and he just put, like, a snowflake emoji, bro? Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I was one of the niggas that tried my luck with that shit. Oh, no. The messages are gone. Damn, I think I deleted them, bro. I literally did that to this girl, bro. I kid you not. No, the messages are gone, bro. Yeah, I remember one time I had a crush on this girl, bro. I slid in there with a snowflake, bro. She sent a question mark back. I don't think that's what Quavo got. I don't think that's a response that he got, but that's what I got, bro. Nah, bro, those are some crazy times.
If he's not getting you a Birkin, if he's not paying for your bills, then throw that nigga back to the streets, okay?
And we need to see the comments on this, bro, because that shit did not work, bro.
If he's not buying you a Birkin bag or paying your bills, throw that nigga back to the streets.
Yeah, we need to see the comments on this, cause all the bird bitches, yes. And you see them do it, this emoji with the tongue out, this, or the nails emoji. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, yo, that was a crazy time, bro. And this feels like 17 million years ago, bro.
You a Birkin, if you're not paying for your bills, then throw that nigga back.
Look at all the hearts. Look at all the hearts, bro.
Coincidentally enough, she dropped a song right before that moment called "Back to the Streets." So a lot of people started feeling like the whole thing was just marketing, which it was, where she was playing into that same image in order to sell the music. And the issue with that is pretty obvious. You're selling women in your audience this fantasy that if a man isn't buying you a designer bag, which is worthless, or paying your bills,
and the dumb bitches are really fall for it too, bro. I don't like calling women bitches, but if you knock on a girl head and she go like, if you hear that when you knock on a girl head, she's a bitch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Nah, I keep it a buck, bro. That's not a woman. That is not a woman.
He's not worth your time. Which, in other words, you're basically saying this pum pum can be bought. Now, as for this particular story, again, these are just allegations.
And it's crazy because at one point, nigga, you didn't have all of that shit. Nigga, at one point, you was paying your bills. You had to go to work and clock in, bro. So what the fuck, now that you got what you want, a man gotta, like, come on, bro.
Saweetie hasn't responded to anything, but it's the kind of claim that sticks, especially when
she's not gonna respond to it except like 2 years from now. She's doing like a random interview because she drops a random album on a Tuesday in August, bro. And they're gonna ask her about it. She's gonna be like, a lot of things are said about me, but I try to stay in my own lane, And then Charlamagne's gonna be like, so is it true or not? Is it true? Like, Saweetie, what's your price? What's your price? And she just be like, oh my god, stop. Nah, yeah, so I this album, I really just put my all into it. It's very special to me. But I've been working on it for like 2 years. That's literally what's gonna happen, bro.
People have already questioned. And the conversation that's been coming up about Saweetie for a while now is how much she's actually benefited from what people call pretty privilege, which in other words,
She has.
the
I'm not
idea
gonna
that
lie.
her-
I'm not gonna lie. Saweetie the type of girl, like, if I was working at McDonald's and she pulled through, bro, even though I know she got money, I'd be like, it's on me, mama. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not. Don't even touch your wallet. don't even touch it. Like, nah, but yeah, she do get that. I'm not gonna lie.
looks opened the door for her, that she's been rewarded for being attractive more than her actual talent. But
I don't know. Saweetie got a couple bangers, bro. Babe, is that my Bessie and a Tessie? What y'all know about that? She had this other song. Oh my god, what was it called? Ooh, I can't remember what it's called. But I don't completely think, like, she could rap. You know what I'm saying? Does it help that she's sexy? Yes, but she could rap.
recently, she actually flipped the whole conversation on its head and she went viral for it. During a recent interview, Saweetie actually talked about something she called pretty punishment. In her words, people have seen that she's gorgeous, she's getting money, she's getting bags, she's always in a spotlight. But what they don't see is how many doors were slammed in her face, how many times she's been counted out or underestimated because of her appearance. And this is according to her, right? This is her perspective. Saweetie said they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment.
Stop.
And what she meant,
cut the PR shit, Saweetie. I hate when niggas do that, bro. You're giving PR answers to make niggas think you're humble. You could be humble and tell the truth, gang. You ain't never suffer from being pretty. Like, the only thing that might happen is, like, you can't even log into Instagram sometimes because your phone is flooded with niggas heart eye in your story, bro. It's sliding up talking about like, come on, bro.
and by that is that being pretty comes with a different kind of bias. People project on you, they assume things, and sometimes they even root against you out of animosity or hidden agendas. And Saweetie said that this is something that she's dealt with.
No, that's a woman
life.
thing. That's a woman will see a way better woman than just hate. I'm not gonna lie. That can't be a man thing, bro. That can't be, because if anything, a nigga was more willing to listen to your music just because you look good.
Feel like the industry has tried to count you out? Like,
Since I started.
talk about it, man. Because I think people, look, to be honest, people see you're gorgeous. You're getting endless bags. You are.
Well, apparently
that
she's
girl.
not. She's
I don't think they
selling her
understand
body.
how many doors, how many rejections, how many times.
See, you're throwing her a lob. She never said all of that. Saweetie never said all of that. She's throwing her a lob, bro. This is PR. This is PR, bro. This is literally a PR answer, bro. This is a public and like this is the definition of PR, bro. This was set up and like she purposely formed her question like that so Saweetie could get her point out, bro. This is very PR. I'm not gonna lie. She never said all of that. Like when Blackie was talking, bro, he said Saweetie said how many doors were closed. Nigga, the interviewer is saying they don't understand how many doors were closed on you. Saweetie just had something to get off her chest, gang. I'm not gonna lie, they said it in this interview. It had to be.
You're getting endless bags. You are, listen, that girl. I don't think they understand how many doors, how many rejections,
See,
how many times people have counted you out.
I saw it on TikTok. They were like, they talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. There's been so many times I've just been counted out, and I know that it's behind animosity. I know it's because of a hidden agenda.
That's a woman
but it makes
thing,
me
gang.
work harder.
That's a woman
But this
thing.
has happened like my whole
That's
life.
a woman thing.
Has Kyrie texted you back?
Oh my god, bro. Yo, should I actually pay for YouTube Premium? Nah, I'm just joking. Watch these ads,
So it's
little
like
nigga.
what I deal with in the industry is just different face, same case.
Oof.
Now, after that clip went viral, Saweetie got a lot of backlash online, but she pushed back, saying the media twisted her words and misrepresented.
Nigga, y'all had a whole day to rehearse that, and you talking about the media twisted your words? You had a whole day to rehearse, bro. You were in the mirror like this. Yeah, I saw it on TikTok. They talk about pretty privilege, but they don't talk about pretty punishment. You had a whole day to do that. What do you mean the media twisted your words? You said it yourself. And bro, I'm telling you, bro, nothing could get by me, bro. Nothing.
Her point on X, formerly known as Twitter. She said the conversation wasn't about bragging or complaining.
No, show one of her
It was
nasty
about
meals, bro.
microaggressions
Don't show
and
this, bro.
agendas and what it's really like to move through
I want
the
some- I
industry
want
as a
some crab
woman
legs right now.
who's constantly being judged for her looks. And she clarified that she's grateful and she's happy for her success. Glory to God, I believe she said. But the pressure, bias, and judgment is real. And she ended it by saying she's not fazed and that she'll keep going because she has a vision, right? So yeah, she framed the whole pretty privilege narrative into something deeper. And whether you agree or not, it's definitely got people talking, right? Now, I don't know exactly where Saweetie stands after these allegations. We haven't heard her side. And everything that's come out so far is
Bro,
still
stop
just,
showing the good meals. Show the
claims.
nasty
But what we
ones.
do know is that this whole conversation opens up a much bigger door because it's way more common than people think. And it got me thinking about something else, which is if Saweetie, someone with money, fame, and a career, and a very strong brand, is allegedly moving this way, imagine what's going on with the industry women who don't have any of that. Imagine what a lot of these Instagram models are doing behind the scenes, like not the established ones, the ones who are trying to get a poppin' just
We know
now.
what they doing.
The ones who are flying out to all these different places like it's nothing.
Yeah, we
Amsterdam,
know.
to
But I'm not gonna lie, some women actually like have morals. Like they literally they were blessed with looks and a body. So you know what I'm saying, they model. I know some of them is like they know they're gonna get hit on, and it's kind of like a ew, like I'm just here for my money, like I don't want to fuck you, nigga, like yeah, you broke ass nigga, the fuck. But let's be honest, majority of them are going
Bali to Oslo. Next day, she's all up in New York, and then back to Bali. Like, bitch, how the fuck you do that shit? Posting this luxurious lifestyle, but they don't have a consistent stream of income, and a lot of them are just doing what they can to keep up with the image.
Wait,
to
what
survive.
video was this? I ain't never see this. She look mad good. You see them titties about to fall out? Chat, what video is this?
To maintain a lifestyle.
We gonna react to it
or
after.
to chase that next opportunity, which usually comes in the form of a man with money who they're using as a come up. I think these allegations are pretty wild, and to emphasize once again, these are just allegations right now. However, I don't know, man. Like,
But niggas is not saying the price, bro. Niggas is just saying allegations. Allegedly, how much money does it cost to get with her, bro? Like, come on, bro. Niggas getting tight.
like Dexter Morgan. I have a hunch. I have a feeling we might hear some more about the story or something connected to
Well,
it.
next time,
And that's just a feeling.
Yeah,
What do
need
you
to
guys
come up
think
with a
about
price,
these
bro.
Saweetie allegations, though? If you made it this far, drop a like on this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, man.
I'm be honest, I don't care, bro. It's her pum pum. You know what I'm saying? She could do what she want with it. And yeah, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy, bro. Cause think about how many other women do that, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.